This is the plaintiff, Michael Daniels. He says he rented an apartment in a house the defendant told him she owned, but he later found out she didn't. The kitchen didn't have appliances in it either, and he decided to move out because too many things seemed fishy. Now he's having a heck of a time getting his rent returned and his security, so he's suing the fake landlord here and now for the $2,000 he's owed. This is the defendant, Shanika Dean. She says the plaintiff's a complete liar because she let him stay for free at her husband's house until he could find a place of his own. In fact, that guy's a squatter. She's trying to get him out at this very moment. He never gave her a penny for rent or security. He's a scammer, and she knows the judge is going to see through his lies today. She's accused of pretending to own a house.
All parties, please use your right hand.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff says the defendant is a fake landlord renting a place she didn't even own. But the defendant says the plaintiff is a squatter. It's the case of squatter. He hardly knew her.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Michael Daniels, you are suing Shanika Dean for $2,000 that you want returned to you in rent, security deposit, and money you say you fronted her for appliances because according to you, she's not even your landlord. What's going on?
I met Shanika Dean about a year or so ago. I was living in Canarsie. I invited to a barbecue, and she told me that this is a small studio. You deserve better than this. I got a one-bedroom apartment for you. So I decided to move in. When I moved in, I gave her month's security, month's rent. About 2 weeks later.
Do you have a receipt for that?
No, I don't.
Do you have a lease?
No, I don't. I didn't have a lease.
Do you have any text between you and her from
Yes.
back then?
Yes, I have text stating that she received $500 from me and she's supposed to buy me a stove. Here's a receipt for the stove.
Okay, can
She
I
never
see the
delivered.
text? Can I see the text you just mentioned?
Yes.
So according to you, you paid her $1,500 in first month's.
Security first month rent.
Okay, and did you live there that first month?
Yes.
Okay, how long have you lived there?
I lived there since February.
Are you still living there?
Yes.
Oh, you haven't left?
No.
Okay.
She kicked in my door twice. I have documentation stating that it's off the hinges as we speak. Monday afternoon, I received telephone calls stating that she kicked in my door. When I got there, 2 police cars was there. I had damage to my door as we speak. It's off the hinges now. But I want to show you the documentation that she don't own the property.
Okay, first I
got
want to see the
leases.
text where that you mentioned you had. I'd like to see that.
Text. You want to see the text? Okay.
Can I ask you in the meantime, what's going on? Did you rent this place to him?
He's straight lying. I was helping him. He didn't have a place to live. Yes, he supposed to gave me rent, but he's living in there, not paying rent, changing locks. So
Did he ever pay you that first month's rent
No,
and
he
the
did
security
not. He's
deposit?
lying. He's lying.
Did
He didn't
you-
even have any money.
Did you let him move in without paying you anything?
Yes, I did.
But he's supposed to pay you rent?
Yes, he said that he was going to give it to me, but he changed the locks on me, and I couldn't get
I
in
need
the
you to
building.
find the text, not stare her down. Find the text. I need to see that. Say that again?
He changed the locks on me, so I wasn't able to get in the building. They kept calling the cops on me to try to
You weren't
keep
able
me-
to get in the building.
Yes.
Hold on one second. Describe the building. Do you live there as well?
No, I used to stay there. It's my uncle's building.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Can you ask her?
No, I need you not to interrupt me. Is your uncle alive?
Yes, he is.
Does your uncle know you're here?
Yes, he do.
Do you own the place?
No, I don't. He does.
Did you ever own the place?
No, I'm trying to work. We trying to get it, like, working on it now for me.
What does that mean?
Me and my uncle, something that me and my uncle's doing. He's trying to put everything in my
Is your
name.
uncle here?
No, he couldn't make it today.
But he knows you're here?
Yes.
So if I were to call him right now, he wouldn't be shocked?
You're not gonna be able to get in touch with him right now.
Why not?
Because you're not,
I need you to calm
he's
down.
not around right now.
Why is he not around?
He's just not around right now.
Where is he?
He's not around right now. He's taking care of his business.
What
He's
business?
an old man. I don't know.
How old is he?
60-something, 66.
Oh, he's just decrepit. It's a wonder he should be in the Smithsonian. 66. When did you move in?
February 1st.
January.
Right?
Okay, everybody be quiet for a second, please. That's interesting. So I see text from you in January. You say he's a squatter, but there's text from you in January where you're telling him you can't hold it for him if you can't afford the money. I'll give you a room for $750, but you got to give me $1,500 to move in if you don't have all the money. Now give me what you got and the rest later. I'll do that for you because you're good people.
Yes.
Well, that sounds like you're charging him, not that you were helping him out.
No, I was going to charge him. That was my intentions, but he never want to pay me.
Except for that you're telling him that's the money he has to come up with if he wants to live there because he got 2 other people looking at it. So it sounds like you charged him.
Yeah, I was
So
charging
you find out that she's not the landlord how?
It was documentation on the steps.
They opening up
Let me
my
see.
uncle's mail.
Documentation on the steps. And also this
What
was
does
on
that mean, documentation on the steps?
It's a vacant building, so
I don't know what you mean.
the
A notice was posted,
on the steps.
open,
Open.
not an envelope. It was
Open.
posted.
Open. And no gas.
Who's Mohammed?
My
Excellent.
uncle.
There's a lien by the tax authority on the building of a huge amount. Did you know that?
Yes, I'm working on paying it now, and I'm going down there tomorrow to
How
take
much do
care of
you
it.
think it is?
I know that it's $23,000, but he can make payment arrangements. That's his business. That's none of Michael's business. Michael had no business to even open up his mail. Because the mail don't come that way. It comes with an envelope. And
Yeah,
he
no,
opened
it's
it.
bent up. Number one, it's bent up. Number two, there's no hole in it from having been posted. So you may be right, but I have no idea. Yeah, you kind of have no business opening up other people's mail, and this was bent. So I don't know how it is that you would see it, but the point is he did see it. And you don't have an affidavit from your uncle.
Yes, I do. I have an affidavit of a title.
Can I see it?
that he
Sorry,
own-
stop.
I have an affidavit of a title that he owns the building.
No, I mean some authority that you would have to collect rent on it if I, in fact, find that you collected rent. Do you understand? Like, you can't just be a stranger off the street and tell people
I
I'm
have a
renting.
power of attorney
On what?
on my uncle.
On all of it? On everything or limited? Let me
No.
see it. Yeah, let me see it.
Thank you.
Who's Douglas?
That's me.
No, in the text. Who's Douglas?
Him, that's what he told me his name was.
So you've never accepted a penny from him?
Nope.
Here's your text to him. That's blank up, and you owe me over $600. Helped you many times. Loaning, let you stay here. What do you do for me? My bad, Douglas, but that
We was
S.
talking about somebody
You a real
else.
friend. I got your back as well. Some brother. Where you, I'm in the house. What's your last name? I'm on the phone with them. Legs mess up. Cops. What happened?
I was ordering cable for him. He didn't have the money, so I put it in my name. He told me when he get the money, he was going to pay me for everything, for paying for the cable for him, for loaning him the $100, and pay me for the rent.
Wouldn't he by then have owed you a lot more than $600
Yes,
if
yes,
he was
he would have, yes.
Right.
That
So
ain't me.
why? I'm sorry. Was there a question pending for you? So then why would you text you owe me $600 instead of texting him you owe me $1,500? You know, whatever
That
it is.
text wasn't for him. I wasn't talking about he owed me the money. We was talking about
You
somebody
owe me
else.
over $600. I'm reading your word. Has anybody gone after you for rent though?
No.
Well, then why
She
would you
says-
get money back for rent
she's
in a
saying
place?
I'm-
Stop and listen. Why would you get money back for rent in a place you lived? What if she is right and she does have? Did you find the power of attorney?
Yeah, I gave it to him.
Okay. Are you a smoker? Man, do you understand how much you have to smoke for this to smell like this? It's like knocking me over. It's gonna kill you,
Excuse
woman.
me, I'm sorry.
It's gonna kill you. It's not gonna kill me. It's gonna kill you.
I'm sorry, I know.
So you see my dilemma.
Just a minute, sir. No, I don't see your dilemma. I see my dilemma. This is dated like yesterday or the day before yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. I have no idea if this is authentic or not, but this is in fact a power of attorney. Who did you go to get this done?
I know the Republican.
I know Republic, not publican.
I thought it was supposed to be a seal by the
A
court.
notary. A notary.
No, power of attorney doesn't have to be sealed by the court. It has to be notarized. Exactly.
notary.
She went exactly to the place she needs to go. All right, but how did you get, like, in other words, who printed out this document how'd you get the document? How'd you
friend-
know what to get signed?
A friend of mine.
Who's a lawyer?
No, she just know because she did it with her family member.
Okay. Tell me about the appliances that he's talking about.
He's talking about an
Shoot me.
oven.
I need you to keep touching it so that it doesn't go away. Yeah.
He's showing you a receipt that I text him that I brought with my own money,
Yeah,
an
please.
oven and a refrigerator to put in the apartment, which is not his apartment because he was only supposed to stay in a room. It's for the next door for he could put his food and stuff in it. But he changed the locks on the door. So how do I supposed to bring it? So if you continue.
So what's your plan to get him out of there?
I've served them a 10-day notice to quit. They said that I'm lying. I didn't get it from the courts, and I did.
Who said that you're lying?
Hit the person, him and the person that lives downstairs. They still
Okay,
didn't
first of all, the
leave.
notice to quit doesn't have to come from the court, folks. It has to come from her. So you file the notice to quit, and then if you don't quit, then she gets to go to court. So it does come from her. It comes from
Him
the
and the
computer
cops,
or
everybody,
whatever.
because a judge is not stamped on it.
No,
they
but judges
said.
don't stamp the first notice to quit. You're wrong about that. So then what? Then what's your plan after that?
I'm going back to court tomorrow,
Okay.
and I'm getting an unlawful detainer.
Because the 10 days have passed.
Yes, it's past. It's supposed to have been May 2nd.
Let me tell you something. If you truly have authority to handle his business, what you need to do is file a notice to evict, and just say he has no right to be there. I don't want him there. He doesn't have a lease, and I don't want him there because if you stick to the squatter thing, that's going to waste you 3 months.
Okay, thank you very
That's
much.
insanity. I don't think the squatter thing is true. I think you did take money from him. And if you don't file a legitimate eviction as a legitimate landlord, you're going to have a problem. And it's just more and more time is going to pass. If you file a legitimate eviction, whether your position is he's paid you or he hasn't paid you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether he's paid you or not paid you. It matters that you don't want him there and he doesn't have a lease. But you got to file the right notice, which is,
Notice to evict.
Yeah, and you
Thank you.
And it's a 30. It's to be really clean about it. You file a 30-day notice because if you file a 30-day notice, then he has zero right to still be there if he's not paying rent, and you file a 30-day or a 5-day notice for non-payment. But the way you're doing it, you're not handling his stuff properly. If in fact you're entitled to handle his stuff properly.
The courts told
Let
me
me
to put
talk
it that
about
way.
because you said he's a squatter, but
Excuse me, Judge.
then
can
you
I
got to prove squatting. And then if you fail to prove squatting, you got to start all
Notice
over.
to evict. I heard what
What
you
is
said.
this right here? This is sales order. This is $500 that you say you gave for appliances. According to you, did anybody give you $500 for appliances?
No.
So do you think somebody would give $2,000 to a landlord without getting a receipt, $2,000 in cash? Does that make sense?
No, no sense. I think I will spend my money in a lot of activities, not in the rent for a house.
Well, but you got to pay rent. But does it make sense the landlord would fork over $2,000 or the tenant without getting a receipt?
I'm not really sure.
What do you say?
I think he should get a receipt because he doesn't have any proof if he paid or no.
That is the best mustache I've seen in about 3 years.
Thank you very much.
Where are you from?
Friends.
That's a French mustache. Oh, that's a French mustache.
It is.
Wow. Okay, going inside the courtroom.
According to you, do you have any proof that you gave her $500 for appliances?
see, I got the receipt.
Well, that doesn't show you gave her $500 for appliances. This shows that she paid Atlantic Design $500 for appliances,
but
right?
she says she's going to deliver it to me, so that means
Well, yeah, but you might have to deliver it to you because you're supposed to rent a place with appliances. Did the appliances ever get delivered?
no.
Okay.
Still not there now.
Okay. Interesting. What are you doing for refrigeration and all that stuff? Why would you pay $750 for a place that doesn't have a kitchen?
That's
Where
right.
is this? Brooklyn?
Yes.
It's tough in Brooklyn, right?
I thought I'd do everything possible. I'd give her the $500, give her the $1,500.
Why would you hand
and
$500 to somebody, $1,500 to somebody, and not have a receipt?
She says she's a friend. We supposed
Yeah,
to
but what
have
is
been
it?
friends.
Those are the people I want to be able to keep as friends. So if I do business with a family member, which I don't, I get a receipt. If I do business with a friend, I get a receipt because I don't want to lose a friend. But no matter what, $2,000 you're saying comes out of your hand into someone's hand, you have zero proof of it. It doesn't matter because as far as the rent and security, she has a right to collect rent and security, so you wouldn't get that back. But as far as the appliances, all I need you to do is show me that you gave her $500. She denies it. Frankly, to be honest with you, I don't trust either one of you. So don't get me wrong. It's not that I'm trusting her and not trusting you. I don't trust either one of you. Both of you will say whatever you need to say to try to advance your position. But that leaves me in the position where I either need a witness, I need a text, I need an email, I need a receipt, I need something. Because you come into court and you say, hey, I paid her $500 for appliances, I didn't get them. And the only proof you have is proof that that she's supposed to bring appliances in, which is also the condition of things if she's just your landlord, which is what you say, and is supposed to provide appliances. So I'm sorry, but you don't have sufficient proof to have me order her to give you back $500, much less the rent and the security. Verdicts for the defendant.
So, because of lack of evidence, the plaintiff loses his case. You heard what the judge said, Mr. Dan. She can get you out, you know?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. You worried?
No, I'm not worried. I'll just find somewhere else to go.
Well, you learned a valuable lesson.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Yes.
But seriously, you heard the judge said she can get you out. So
Okay.
take note, okay?
Yes.
Be on guard.
All right.
Okay. Here comes Ms. Dean. Well, Ms. Dean, you got some good advice from the judge. You know
Yes,
that?
I did.
She
Notice
helped
to
you.
evict. I gotta write that down.
Yeah, you got to make note of that.
Yes.
All right, congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much.
Okay, good luck. Harvey?
Okay, Doug, so I'm going to try to make this as simple as possible. Never, ever, 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 ever hand over money to somebody, cash, without getting a receipt.